Okay, something big just happened in the efforts to get Massachusetts off of fossil fuels. The gas utilities just filed what are called climate compliance plans. Essentially, they're being required by the state to show how they plan to get our buildings off of fossil fuels. This is exciting, but how did we get here? Well, our system is built for profit and not for people. And these for-profit utility corporations want to keep overcharging us for their polluting, dangerous, expensive, and soon to be obsolete methane gas system. And because of that, the state stepped in and said, nah, something's got to give. You actually have to show us how you plan to meet our climate laws. So we're going to be watching really closely in these plans to make sure that they're putting us and not investors first, because there's a good chance that they're going to try to keep getting away with overcharging us in these new plans, and we have to keep an eye close on the following things. Okay, first, we need regular checks to make sure that they're using our money wisely. We know that gas utilities love to overspend and overbuild their system because that's how it makes them money. And we need real regular scrutiny and accountability to make sure that they're not wasting our money. Gas utilities need to plan in advance. Right now, our utility planning and coordination is kind of lacking. Even gas utilities that also have an electric side to their business oftentimes don't coordinate between these two sides. As a result, gas utilities pursue costly pipeline replacement projects, even in areas where more and more people are leaving the gas system in favor of more efficient electric technologies. So by planning better, we can avoid hasty decisions that unnecessarily sink more of our dollars into increasingly obsolete pipelines. We're looking for a timeline for action that's at the pace necessary to meet Massachusetts climate goals. Buildings make up over a third of our greenhouse gas emissions, mostly because we use so much fossil fuel for our heat. And so we need real deadlines that will reduce our fossil fuel spending and will also help us upgrade our homes, move us over to electricity, and reduce our costs. These plans should not include so-called renewable natural gas and hydrogen for heating. The state spent literally years studying these alternative solutions, and you know what they concluded? That they weren't cost-effective, they weren't safe, and they weren't environmentally friendly. And yet, gas utilities continue to push these false solutions so that they can continue to operate their outdated gas systems. These unproven fuels don't belong in these plans, and they certainly don't belong there on our dime. We want good quality work, and that means hiring skilled workers who have been through apprenticeship programs, who are being paid prevailing wages, and who are well trained. Because at the end of the day, we want to get this right, so let's use highly skilled and qualified professionals. And finally, everyone should benefit from these plans, especially those of us who can least afford to pay. This includes those of us in environmental justice communities and those of us who have a harder time accessing state programs because we don't have a lot of money lying around or because we don't own our homes. We're also most likely to live in communities with the most decrepit and leaky pipes, and so these communities need to be prioritized. Whew, that was a lot. These are also going to be really long plans, and so there's going to be a lot to hold them accountable for. Stay tuned in the following days to hear our analysis and learn if they didn't meet these criteria, how you can hold them accountable too.